My name's GuyKesTV. I've been a professional mountain bike tester for over 23 years. And today, I'm up at Stainburn on my usual test tracks with my faithful wingman, Ryan Stockton, and not one, but two Hope HB130 Lancashire hand-built trail bikes. So, if you're wondering why I've got two bikes here, it's not just because I want to try an orange one and a green one, while Ryan's on the Fox bike up ahead. I'm on the Ohlins suspension, and definitely a difference from just having, I mean, I've not ridden the Fox much yet, but definitely a significant difference in the ride character depending on which option you go for, but same price, so entirely up to you which way you go. And either way, what are you getting with a Hope HB130? Well, at the base level, it's 179 pieces of 3 different types of carbon fibre, 1K cosmetic over the top, crash damage and that nice woven look, 3K structural, and some more unidirectional structural, all hand laid up in the Barnelswick factory by Mark and Dark, then machine finished, hand sanded, lacquered, hand sanded again, lacquered, fitted with its various in-house built CNC machined trim. Then you get the CNC machined and extruded full bar back end bolted onto that, and so it's machine chainstays built in-house, 2 separate chainstays bonded into a transverse bridge, and then seat stays use CNC machine terminals, either end glued into a triangular aluminium extrusion. That's the only thing structurally that Hope don't make in-house. And in terms of geometry, this HB130, pretty contemporary. 66 degree head angle, 75.7 degree seat angle, so quite an aggressive setup in terms of angles. Reach on this large is about 470 mil, and with a 332 bottom bracket. So definitely more up to date than the HB160 27.5 bike. And it's lighter too, 150 grams lighter in the frame. So complete bike weight just over 14 kilos. It's not bad for 130 mil travel at the back, 140 at the front, especially as you've got an alloy rear end, not a full carbon one. And the idea behind that was not just sort of a structural one. Hope deliberately wanted to kind of include that machined alloy element, just because that's where their heritage lies. Back in the late 80s, in a little workshop in Colne, Lancashire, before they started growing and growing the product range, growing their success, moving into bigger and bigger factories over in Barnelswick. So you've just got such a fantastic backstory to this bike as well. I mean, watch the factory visit video that goes with this test edit. You know, you can see the bike's being hand laid by Mark and Dark, the 2 guys in the Hope carbon facility, and that's something Hope have built entirely themselves, working with their kind of aerospace contacts. They're ex-Rolls-Royce employees, so they've got the props there. But just from that Manchester-made carbon fibre, filled with resin in Lincolnshire and brought back to Lancashire to be laser cut into those different pieces, then meticulously hand laid, and then all the level of all the, you know, factory anodized pieces, all the pivot caps, super smooth crank and suspension feel. It really is amazing when you back pedal on this bike, just how smooth the transmission is. You got titanium bolt kit, and you know the way the back end moves on those oversized pivots when you haven't got the shocking is all due to that superb, you know, ultra accurate alignment of that bonded alloy back end. And it's just little tweaks like that, you know. In fact, you can have 7 different fully colour matched or totally non-matched anodizing options on all the little parts. You got custom engraved top caps on these Hope brakes, Hope headset, Hope stem, choice of rotor sizes. There's just so much detail that you can see on the outside. And then things like the fact that it's built using moulds machined in the Hope factory, so, and then baked, lacquered, sanded, you know, stick it up, fully assembled 50 miles away from here, over at Barnleswick. And you can go visit that factory when you go and pick up the bike, or when they do open days like Hope Pre-Peaked, and they're so proud of what they do. That's the overwhelming message you get when you go to Hope. They're just so proud to be doing what they do, and they might be cutting metal 24/7, but they're absolutely never cutting corners in the way they're putting these bikes together. And just mad stuff like, I mean, although they're totally hand built in the UK, pricing is still remarkably competitive. And when they started making the HB160, they found they could actually make it cheaper than they thought, so they dropped the price by £2,000. And they actually got in touch with the guys who'd already bought them, guys and girls who'd already bought them, and refunded them that money. But that's kind of just classic Hope, really. They've got this amazing reputation, richly deserved, for customer support, well above and beyond. And that extends to every part of the business, really, whether it's backing up their product in-house or as many events as they can get to in the UK. So you are paying a little bit more maybe than the Taiwanese built bike, but the story and that shared sense of pride you get, that's got to be worth something for the right customer. And it's the same with that, you know, tyre and fork spec as well. These are obviously pretty chunky 36mm legged forks in here, you know, cut down on travel for maximum control. Yeah, I could quite easily put a 34 or 35mm leg fork in here, but they've gone chunky on the stanchions whether you go for Ohlins or Fox. You got piggyback dampers, you got DHR rear tyre, 2.5 front, Hope's wheels, pretty tough, rather than lightweight items. Even the Santa Cruz Reserves aren't a light wheel set. They come in about 1800 grams, so this is a bike designed to be ridden hard. That steeper seat angle definitely helps in terms of just putting in a more natural position for attacking these steep sort of turn-ins on these techie climbs here at Stainburn. And 470mm reach, definitely ample, not super long, but I'd say about 5mm, 10mm longer than average, so nice and stable. One thing to point out while we're just tracking Ryan nice and closely is the back end, although they now use a standard post mount brake, is a super narrow 130mm, and you can see it there on Ryan's bike when we get close in behind him. Has a really narrow track width, but it means that Hope can get a symmetrical wheel build, and they use a 17mm axle to get some stiffness back in there. But to be fair, laterally that wheel and back end combination is pretty flexy. There's a bit of rear wheel steer going on there once you get aggressive with it. Harking back to that very specific back end is that you're not going to be able to swap different hubs in, and it leaves you a bit limited on rear tyre room too. It's naturally quite a mobile suspension system, not a lot of anti-squat in there, so there's a lot of pedal bob, and definitely more tempted to reach for that climb lever on the DPX2 and go for the compression lever on the Ohlins bike. It needs a bit more rebound as well, maybe calm that bounce down. And having ridden it back to back with other bikes, that flexy back end does seem to suck some of the power out of the equation when you're really cranking it. Certainly not the most efficient pedalling bike in its category, but then that more forgiving structure means a smoother ride, more traction, it's less likely to hang up over square edges. It's great at steppy climbs. Did some surprise yourself steppy cleans up the side of a dam on a big night ride we did the other week. And while pedaling does compress slightly, yes, when you put the torque down massively, it gives you that real roll up and over on big crux moves like that slab back there. So if I was racing, definitely go Swedish with my suspension choice, just cutting everything that bit tighter, launching that little bit further and landing with a little bit more control. Whereas sort of trail comfort, an easy setup, probably go with that plusher, car park friendly Fox feel, because very aware of the grips now and the fact those hand-built Hope bars with that fat centre section are pretty stiff, but definitely put a much bigger gap into Ryan on the Ohlins bike than I did on the Fox bike. Whatever suspension option you go for, the bottom line is this is a really well shaped contemporary mid-travel mid-weight trail bike. Bit twangy at that machined rear end, but certainly on point through the front and with a really neutral suspension action that makes you kind of really explore the different characters about this Ohlins old Fox cab, and with some fantastic, you know, handmade Lancashire detailing. So, hope you've, sorry, that wasn't an intentional pun. Hope you've enjoyed that. Massive thanks to Ryan for riding today. Ryan's also one of my Patreon investors, so if you want to see more unsponsored by manufacturer edits like this one, is the best way to do it. So I'm going to put a list of subscribers scrolling up in these end credits. Thanks for watching, thanks for sharing, click for notifications. Thanks to Can't Quit Cartel for the jersey, thanks to Camelback for the sternum protector, Endura for shorts, Endura for knee pads, Mavic for the boots, even though Michelle will kill me because these are slightly out of date ones, they just had the right cleats in. Can't Quit Cartel socks, and Red Bull Spect eyewear under a Giro helmet. I'll be doing mini reviews of all that kit separately, so keep watching the channel for that. Oh, and Enduro gloves as well. But massive thanks to Hope. It's, you know, it's a stunning bike in terms of how it's made, how it's put together, story behind it. But that's all in the build video, and there's a very, very long-winded and reverential tech talk video to go with this as well. Sun's coming out again, we're going to do some more riding, and I need to shut up talking. Thanks very much.